Alright, so, this is going to be my review of the second issue of MLP, Fiendship is Magic, and this is the Tirek issue. The Tirek issue... where do I begin with this comic? Now, I am going to spoil some stuff, and when I say spoil, I mean pretty much talk about all of it. This issue is not bad, but it's not great either. It just pretty much... It ends right when it feels like it's getting started, you know what I mean? It just feels like, oh, that's the ending, right when you get to all the interesting stuff. So this goes way, way back to when Tirek was a teenager, and he was apparently a prince. We also get to see the G4 Universe's version of Scorpan as a little kid. And, yeah, Scorpan in here comes off as this whiny little kid who's completely afraid of his older brother Tirek. And, for all intents and purposes, I kind of like the idea of Tirek being already inherently evil. Sometimes I just like villains being villains. I don't, sometimes I'm just like, I don't care about the tragic backstory. Not every single villain needs a tragic backstory. Sometimes villains just need to be frickin' villains. And Tirek really filled that role. So I gotta give him credit for, like, following the whole thing of being ungodly, over OP evil as he was in the Season 4 finale. But... yeah, having said that, though, I do have some thoughts. Now, like I said, this isn't a bad issue, but it just felt weak, especially coming off the King Sombra issue. And I gotta say, I would, the whole thing of that, even his father knew that his own son was going to be evil. That's the thing, like, we actually get to see Scorpan and Tirek's parents as well. Their names are Queen Hadon and King Vorak. And it looks like this is set in 1,000 years before, 1,000 years ago, we had before Nightmare Moon happened, or before or after Nightmare Moon happened. But I digress. Pretty much, Equestria is a faraway land for Tirek's people, who are both centaurs and gargoyles, and yeah, they're very far. They live very far away, and Tirek travels out of the castle on a daily basis to train under a old centaur named Sindak. These sound like very Vulcan names, mind you. I just realized that a lot of the centaur names and all the names of this kingdom sound like very Vulcan or Klingon names. But yeah, Sindak is this, he looks a lot, his character design's like a centaur version of Saruman, and I was kind of imagining Christopher Lee's voice as I read it. But yeah, Sindak has traveled out of Equestria and has captured a unicorn to try to absorb its magic. Because apparently in the world of Equestria, yeah, the Equestrians are the most powerful beings in terms of magic. They kind of allude to, especially in this issue, that the Equestria is like a superpower in this world. King Vorak does not want to get on Celestia's bad side. He constantly reminds himself that, Celestia is more powerful than him. So it looks like, yeah, the ponies are apparently the major superpower of this world. I can roll with that, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, so the artwork's pretty good too. It looks very close to the animation of the show. The problem is that we don't get a lot of character development outside of, Vorak and Hadon, Tirek and Scorpan's parents. Even Scorpan gets very little character development. It just focuses on Tirek's trying to, he has this thirst for power, and he'll do anything to get it, even at a young age. And he just feels like a one-note character. Again, I know he's just I like inherently evil characters, but sometimes I'd like to have those villains. I don't mind that they be one-note, but I'd like them to be interesting. And in here, Tirek wasn't that interesting as he is in the animated show. It just felt like he was just being a punk-ass teenager, more or less. I was kind of hoping for it, because he just sounded like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I don't get my way, I throw a shit fit. Yeah. Having said that, though, and again, it just feels like this issue ends right when it's about to start. Yeah, that's what it really feels like, is that, wow. And it really felt like a fast read, too, unlike the Sombra issue. The Sombra issue really felt like something, it felt like a very cohesive read. Whereas in here, like I said, and I keep bringing up this point, it just feels like it just stopped just when it was getting to the, the starting point. And they never really go into how they know Tirek is inherently magic, because apparently centaurs aren't really, adapted to magic as ponies are. So they don't, but they just say, oh, Tirek is just born with this. We're just going to leave it at that. So, yeah. Anyway, again, not a bad issue, but it just feels kind of weak, compared to to coming off the heels of the Sombra issue. Next week is going to be the Sirens issue, which I'm really excited for, to see the backstory on the Dazzlings / the Sirens, and then it will be Nightmare Moon, and then finally end with Queen Chrysalis. So I'm really hoping for a lot of I'm really hoping for something grand here, because the Tirek issue is just definitely weak. But I'm not saying it's terrible. It is readable, but it just felt like, okay, Scorpion is a teenager. We're not going to see his whole backstory of him coming to Equestria with Scorpion and being sealed in Tartarus. We're going to skip. Okay, we're going to skip that. We're just going to see him as a teenager and being a whiny brat. All right. Guess that'll go. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this issue? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know what you thought. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.